Hey everybody, it is Tania. I am known across the platform as the natural crochet, the natural underscore crow knitter 83. Welcome to the Breakfast Crew podcast, episode 27. We are broadcasting outside. It's sunny. It's warm, but not like unbearably warm. I think it's a little over 80 degrees today. We're supposed to get up to 92. Thank you, Jesus, because these 3-digit days were not the business. I am podcasting from Central Texas. I normally podcast with my daughter, but she's in school right now, and with all of her extracurricular activities, I honestly don't know when she will be able to jump on. So I figure I'll go ahead and get a podcast out since we're already in the middle of September. Crazy. Speaking of, it is September 19th, 2023. It is 12 o'clock in the afternoon. Again, I am Tania. We crochet, we knit, we spin sometimes. My daughter draws. And lately, I'm getting into dabbling in mum making. And I think that's about it. Fashionista. I'm just saying. Anyways, sorry. New subscribers, welcome. Thank you for picking me and my daughter to watch. There are plenty other people y'all could watch, but y'all stopped on this podcast, and I appreciate y'all so much. My daughter actually gets super hella excited when I tell her that people are like, oh, her drawings are good, or she is cute, or whatever about her. She's like super hella excited. So I want to thank y'all. Returning viewers, welcome. Y'all know what the shenanigans is about. Let the new subscribers know. Y'all came here for a good time. Hopefully it won't be for a long time. I'm just saying. Sometime I might talk fast if I get extra excited. I want to thank everybody who commented on the last podcast when I was saying I talk fast or I hurry up and try to get through things so y'all won't have to sit here for a while. And they reminded me that there's a speed up button, which I know because I watch most of my podcasts on 1.25 speed. But I don't know. I like to be considerate of other people and their time and whatever. But, I had one IG friend that said that watching my podcast was like hanging out with me at my house or hanging with her homegirl. So I appreciate that, y'all. I want to be y'all homegirl. Let's be home slices. Okay. Show notes will be in the description bar. If I have anything Ravelry related, I will let y'all know, because we do not want y'all to have any issues going to Ravelry. If there is a website that the designer has, then I'll put that website so y'all can get these fabulous patterns that I be trying to make. I'm trying not to follow the fashion trend, but it's kind of really hard. I'm just saying. Let's see. FOs, y'all. Your girl got dos FOs. Yes, I said dos. Harvest is learning Spanish. We have to help. Ayúdame. Or ayudar. Ayude. Anyways. Your girl ain't bring it. Hold on one second. Okay. Whatever. I have my basket packed. I was going to do it in the house. I think that's why. Anyways, so I have my Scrappy Granny Tee by Hooked Hazel on Instagram. Y'all, when I tell y'all this tee fits perfectly, and I didn't gauge swatch. Luck of the draw. So again, the main color blue yarn is by Melissa of Hue-it-Hand-dyed. You can find her stuff on Ravelry and Instagram. Same thing, or just Hue-it-Hand-dyed yarns on Facebook. And I think it's at Hue-it-Hand-dyed yarn on Instagram. And Hue is spelled Hue, which is a play off of her last name, which I think is Hewitt, Hew. I don't know. But the colorful part is my Gems Luxe 2022 advent calendar. Y'all, I'm going to put a picture of me wearing it. I probably won't even wear a tank top under this. It's so pretty. It's so nice. It's so cooling. And hopefully it's not too damn hot at Rhinebeck. Last year was decent. Like, it was nice and cool in the mornings, and I was just like, oh, I like this. And it got up to like the 70s. I like that too. So I can't wait to go to Rhinebeck. Anyways, my second top. Oh, so I used a 4mm hook, my crochet furrows, and this is fingering weight. What else I need to tell you? I think that's it, because y'all pretty much know, because if y'all saw the last like 2-3 podcasts, y'all know. My next FO is my Stripy, which is what I wanted to say, Parvum. Y'all, oh my god, I love this. Okay, let me tell y'all what I did. So I'm not going to do too much because of course it's a paid for pattern, but this is not the neckline. Well, this is the, no, this is not, yes, no, this is not the neckline that the pattern called for, but I'm not really good with seeing certain stitches, and we were supposed to do a slip stitch, and I opted for a single through the back loop for my, so which means I should have probably decreased the number of rows I did, but I still did the number of rows they told me to do. And then we did some crochet short row shaping in the back here, which I had never short row shaped in the back until I did, crochet until the Libra pullover, and that pullover had me cutting every row, the yarn every row, where this one I didn't have to do that. So there you go. I shortened my sleeve, so this is right at the like middle of my bicep, and y'all, your girl got some big biceps, so this is, it sits perfectly on my arms. It's not too tight, it's not too loose. I did block it, but it was not too tight, it was not too loose. I literally washed it, I rinsed it, I laid it on the floor on a sheet, and I spread it out like I wanted it to. I didn't pull anything, I didn't stretch anything, I just laid it flat. And yo, so I was supposed to do a, what's it called, attach ribbing. I don't like doing that. I did it with another top. It confused the hell out of me. The ribbing was fine, but I don't like it. So I did a half double, a half double crochet front post, back post. That's what I did. And I did that for both arms and the waist. And when I tell y'all, I'm gonna pop a picture. I didn't post it on Instagram because I kind of wanted to save it for the podcast. And I know like not a lot of people watch the, like I don't get like 5,000 people watching the podcast. I'll be excited if I get like 100 people to watch the podcast. So those 100 people will see it. And I wanted to wait until Rhinebeck to show it off, because this is my Rhinebeck sweater. I'm so excited. Okay, and I still got my little back. You can't see it, but I still got my little back. This is how I determined this was the back, because you have to do something different on the back, and then you have to do something different on the right side and then the wrong side. And that was determining my right side. Okay, those are my two FOs. Let's go on to whippity whip whip. What I got for my whip? I got 2 actual whips and 2 potential whips. Well, 3 whips and then 2 potential whips. So in my Tika bag, Chevis of the Chevy Rail Stuff Room podcast bought me this bag at Yarn Call, and then guess what? She was at DFW Chevis. So I got something else from her, but I'll show you. I'm doing the ranunculus. I told you I was going to do it. And then I found out that not only is 3 Stitches Short podcast and knitting group is doing it, Sarah of the Black Sheep Knitter is doing a Miss the Boat Kal, which is a ranunculus Kal. So go enter Instagram. I'll tell y'all about all that stuff come events. But I'm doing the ranunculus. I decided to I'm doing the size 3, which is for a show my sugar now. Size 3 is for a 50-inch bust. It's for a 50-inch bust. 1, 2. Yep, 50-inch bust. 50.75 inch bust. So 50 3/4. I'm a 44 already, so this better give me some room, and I'm a little worried, and I'll tell y'all why I'm worried. But I'm using 3 yarns. 2 of them are held together, and then 1 is single. So at Rhinebeck, I bought some Wool Dreamers unspun, not single ply, but unspun yarn. This is with the hole in the middle, as y'all can see. What does it look like? I'm saying, and I apologize, y'all. All of the things, Jesus. So this is how I decided to store it, because I didn't want anything crazy getting in my yarn and eating at the yarn. I mean, hell, I found a lizard in my room one night, in my yarn room, on the ceiling, and freaked the flip out. Anyways, so this is what it looks like. It has a gray middle and a white undyed outer edge. I don't know what you call it. And so I just stick two to 3 of them in one of these big large bags, and I squeeze the air out of it, and it's sitting on my shelf. So this is the first one. So this not held double is 500 yards. If I hold it double, if I hold it double, it's 250. So I'm using this because I actually bought this yarn for the ranunculus. I gotta be careful because I've now spliced this thing like 5 or 6 times with some Goddess yarn from Wonderluck Fibers. Let me make sure that's right, because I'd be confusing. Yep, Wonderluck Fibers. She is a local Texas dyer. This is mohair silk lace, silk kid mohair nylon, 459 yards. Color is Goddess. Oh, okay, there we go. And let me show y'all what it's looking like. So I've already had to rip out, or rip back, tink back, whatever you want to call it, and it scared the F out of me, because I was like, this is unspun yarn, I don't want it to pop, and I'm already worried about wearing it. But a lot of people make theirs out of unspun yarn, so I think I should be fine. I'll block it and we'll go from there. But this is what we got so far. Oh, yo, oh, okay, sorry. Yo, what the F? Yo, this is looking better than I thought. Now, I effed up a lot, and guess what? Who cares? This is my top. I will make it again probably, because I've already decided I was going to fix the corrections, and because I realized that my mistakes were done 4 or 5 rows back, I'm not going back, period. So this looks good, and I can barely hardly see it but it looks so good. I did the crazy cast on. That cast on was nuts, y'all. Like, I couldn't get it, but I watched somebody's podcast or somebody's video, and she showed us how to do the cast on. And then I realized that the designer, Midori Hirose, has videos, but her videos are silent. So I watched, but I was just not getting those finger moves. So when the lady who explained, I can't even remember who video I watched, and I hate calling her the lady, but the podcaster who explained it, she was saying, like, she was saying it. She would go over, under, cross, blah, over, under, cross, whatever, right? So once she said it and I saw it, it was game over. Game over. So I knew what I was doing. I'm pretty sure I messed up some of these parts right here, which again, I didn't realize she had videos on her on the project page. All you had to do is click on the videos, and when I click on the video, I was like, I don't know, the excitement of casting on new stuff, you just, I don't know. But I'm happy on how this is turning out. I got these little watermelon because it's so summer. I don't know why I just did that. I miss my baby. I won't go see my godson today. Anyways, watermelon toppers from, I don't know who, but I bought it from a local yarn store in Georgetown called The Knitting Cup. Super cute store. Owner is super nice. But yeah, that's my ranunculus. I'm using I used a size 10 for the neck. And then once I got past the neck, no, I used a size 10 for the, what did I use the size 10 for? I wrote notes because I'm pretty sure someone would want to know. Oh. I used the size 10 for the cast on, so section 1 and section 2, so the neck ribbing and the short rows. And then for the yoke, I switched to a 10.5, only because I was a little concerned about using 3 strands of yarn. Technically, I didn't want it to not give me that drapiness. So I think the next one I'm going to stick with the 10, but I'm going to use fingering weight, and I'm going to just use 1 strand of the fingering weight. I'm not going to double it. But I cannot wait to wear this. Now, I'm hoping to get this done before Rhinebeck, only just so I can take it with me. Not necessarily wear it. But we'll see. I'm not rushing it. I'm taking my time. Sorry. It's a dragonfly. So, next on the list is my Hug Me shawl. And it's coming out really, really nice. I use Yarnaceous for the first ball of yarn. And now I'm using my friend's Daisy. What's the name of her yarn company? She no longer dyes yarn, but it's called Daisy Knits. So Daisy Knits and Yarnaceous. The color is called Petra DK. Now, I don't know if it's Petra or Petra, because I work with a girl named Petra, and she's German, and that's how she said her name. But it's spelled like pet, P-E-T. Anyways, thinking too much into this. This is the Spinoris versus Rex colorway. And then the first green color I'm using don't have a name. It just says DD11 and DD8. I don't know what that means. But here it is in all its glory. So this is the Yarnaceous. The variegated is the Yarnaceous. And then I striped fade in the second color, which you can't really tell. And then here I am working on the second color, which is a solid. So my solid will be in the middle, because the other two, which are the same color, are variegated. And they go with this solid. I don't have a lot of the solid left, but I have a good bit of the solid left. That's the green. And it's in my Cookies and Beans Cake Koozie Murderinos. I have a red one and this gray one. Or gold. Jesus, colors. I am using a, so that's Tunisian crochet. I'm using a, what size hook is this? I think it's a 7mm hook. No, not a 7mm. I think a 7, size US 7 is a 10.5mm. Why don't I just find the hook if it, you know, peek its head out for me and I can tell you. It's a 10.5. So a 10.5mm hook, which is a size 6 actually. 6.5 US. This pattern is free on the Miho crochet blog. Is it Miho? It looks like Miho, M-I-J-O crochet. She has a lot of nice shawls. She wrote the Dragon Belly shawl. I tried to do that shawl with my Kwanzaa, what's it called? My Kwanzaa Advent from Chicken Coop Dyework, and the yarn, and it was just not matching. The yarn said, I don't want to be this shawl, so I had to listen. And I listened. I took it out. So that is that. I have my Captiva top, and I'm bringing it out because I got another ball of green yarn. Yeah, Miss Valerie husband brought me the yarn I needed, so this is what she gave me. Thank you, Miss Valerie. I thanked you already, but I'm thanking you again. And so I'm gonna get working on this top again. I'm excited. It's still in my By the Bay bag coat bag. This is my orange. I think this is the large. No, this is the medium. This is my orange medium. And I used to have my GG knit pin. Actually, I have two of them. I need to find it. But I used to have my GG knit pin on it. Said that I knit too because it's orange. It's orange. She's orange. Everything GG is orange. So that's that. What else should we need to talk about? My potential whips. Oh, sorry. So I decided to make this top again. And I'm going to make it out of my second half of my Gemlux fiber Advent. This is the even days. So I'm gonna have an odd day top. I'm gonna have an even day top. So this is my even days, and this is 2 to 24. And then I have some yarn from the store we will not mention, but I have it, so I'm going to use it. And this is going to be my contrasting color. Now this says DK on it, but this is not a DK. It leans more to like a heavy fingering. So I'm going to use it, and I'm going to go up a hook size. So I'm going to use my, I put the 4 in here, that's wrong. I'm going to use a 4.5. Switch. I'm going to use my 4.5 furrows crochet hook. I think this is the teak wood. Anyways, I'm going to use my 4.5. So I'm going to get a, and I'm going to use the wide neck. I use another dragonfly. Okay, I'm okay. I'm gonna use the wide neck pattern. She has a smaller neck and then a wide neck. I'm gonna use the wide one with the bigger hook, so it's gonna make my neck wider because my neck on this one was 16 inches across, which is good. I had room. I wasn't like, I didn't feel choke and none of that. So I'm gonna keep that same. Everything's gonna be the same. I'm gonna do one size bigger because I want it just a little bit more flowy. And yeah, I'm excited about that. And I'll probably start that today because the yarn's already wound up, so I can probably go ahead and start it today. This is going to be in my Crafting Chaos. Is it Crafting Chaos? Chaos Fiber Co. I always call her Crafting Chaos. Chaos Fiber Co. This is Miss Becky. She lives close to me, and then she moved. That's okay, but she moved closer to me, so that's okay too. I can just go to her house and be like, hey, I want to come see some of your bags. I bought this last October before going to Rhinebeck. It's Halloweeny. all the Halloween goodness. And y'all see, Halloween's about to be here. At least October is. Next week is the last week of freaking September. Are you serious? Yes. Yes, it is. So this is mine. And Miss Valerie used to be a crocheter. Now crochet hurts her hands. So when she said that she liked the top, I asked her if she wanted me to make the top for her. So when her husband dropped off my yarn that she was going to give me, he also dropped off the yarn that she wants to be done in her top. So these are her hedgehog fiber yarn. This right here is discontinued, but this is called Monarch, and she said she doesn't want this one close to her face, but it's a pretty peachy color. This is Fool's Gold, which I recognize right off the bat. This is Guppy. This is Serengeti. Yeah, Serengeti. And then this is Orion. So I am going to, she doesn't have like a main color one, and it's supposed to be Scrappy anywhere, right? So I've seen people color block theirs. I've seen every row a different color, which would mean a lot of weaving in ends. So I was trying to figure out how could I reduce the weaving in the ends. I don't think I can. So I'm gonna just wind up all the balls. I'll pick a certain order in which they will go, and then I'll just cut and go. Thankfully I can crochet over the ends, and I'll make the ends long enough that I'll crochet over them, but I'll also weave them in so they don't come out all done in a round, seamless. So that's great. So that's what I'm going to start. So this is my third Stripy Grainy seed. And I decided to put that in a Halloweeny bag. I got this bag from Rhinebeck last year. Hopefully it's big enough. I'm pretty sure it'll be big enough. It's stitched by Jessalou, and it's a I put a spell on you. What's the name of the movie? Hocus Pocus. I was like, somebody yell it. Hocus Pocus. Hocus Pocus. So Hocus Pocus bag. And again, it's the last week of September. Like next week is the last week, and then we're going into October. Where is the time going, everybody? Slow it the F down. I want Christmas to come, but I want Christmas to last, or the holiday season to last, because I just need it to last. That's like the best part of the year, the holiday season, and then the next month is my birthday. I can continue that holiday cheer, that goodwill toward man. I just love it. And I wait like 30 days and get another present. What? Yeah, okay, I'll take it. Okay. Those are my whips. Those are my whips. What's next on the agenda? I think what next is, we're gonna put some Jeopardy music in here, because this is just ridiculous. News and events. So, news and events. Skin Party Kal has started, y'all. So that ranunculus, I started after the 7th of September. That's when the Skin Party Kal started. So that's going to count, which I'm excited about. What else? The two Scrappy Grainy tees going to count. So that's great too. And the Hug Me Shawl, I think I started that before. Not going to count. Anyways, so Skin Party Kal, that is a downseller studio Kal that runs the entire length of the football season. It's ran by Boston Jen, or Jennifer Lason. That's her designer name. It started on the 7th of September and ends on the 14th of February, I believe. Whatever Monday after the Super Bowl, it ends that Monday. Also, the tailgate talk is going on right now. So if you are in the Kal, do your tailgate talk. Go into your team thread and get your talking on. We got a chatty group. I'm in team 7, team Garter Guards. Whoop whoop, team 7. We chatty Cathy's, and I love it. Oh, So we got Imagine Landscape on our team. What? I'm just saying. We got, who else? We got I'm McCall. I don't know how to pronounce her Ravelry handle, but what? We got Leah. She all the way out on the West Coast. Hey, Leah girl, I don't know if you watch this, but both our daughters are in Girl Scouts, so I tried to buy from her, and then she tried to buy from Harvest. So I appreciate that. Thank you. Who else? There's some. We got like 3 or 4 Canadians. I think we got somebody that lives over in Europe or something like that. We got a few people that ain't never done this Kal before. I think one said she literally heard about it the day before the Kal started. We just got a good group of ladies or people. I'll say people. We got a good group of people in our team thread. So I hope we can crush some of these other teams. That's the plan. I'm competitive, y'all. Like, I be wanting to, and then sometimes I just forget. Whatever. So Ranunculus Kal, like I said earlier, 3 stitches short. She's using the hashtag Mals with Pals Fall 23. I will put that down here so you don't have to try to remember it. And then that's on Instagram. Sarah of the Black Sheep Knitting Podcast, which is here on YouTube, just FYI. She is using the hashtag Miss the Boat Kal 2023, and I think she said she's using that hashtag because she feel like everybody is making this top, and she had made one, and so she missed the boat. Like, she missed the boat when it was like super heavy popular. I think it's still kind of super heavy popular. Like, no joke. You ain't missed much, girl. You ain't missed much. I think my friend Miss Lizzie down in South Texas, she made, I want to say she made like 3 or 4 of them. You ain't missing nothing. Let's see what's up next. Rhinebeck. I put a countdown on my phone, y'all. Rhinebeck is 28 days. When I did it this morning, 28 days, 16 hours, 48 minutes, and 22, 21, 20 seconds. I don't know what it is now, but Rhinebeck is 28 days away. So excited. So excited. I'm leaving on the 18th to get there. I'm leaving Wednesday. I'm flying into Providence. I probably already said this, but I'm going to say it again because I don't remember. Flying into Providence. My friend Sarah, I'm staying at her house overnight. And then I'm going to, I think I get there early enough that I can go to her local yarn shop that evening or that like afternoon. And then I'm going to see them at, which is the Skein Yarn Shop. They also have a podcast here on YouTube. Selfish plug, sorry. But I'm going to see them at their yarn store because I've never been to their yarn store before. And then Thursday, we're going to drive up to Catskills. We're going to the Catskills. I have to admit, I didn't think... The only thing I know about the Catskills is what I see on Dirty Dancing. That's it. And what I saw on my the Marvelous Miss Mabel. That's it. So I'm excited to go to the Catskills, places that I've only seen on TV or on movies. I'm excited about this. So we're going to be staying in an Airbnb at the Catskills. We'll be there Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and we leave on Sunday. We will be at Woollen Folk on Friday, which just changed venues. If y'all haven't seen, they changed venues. Now they're in the Catskills, so we're close by. So I'm wondering if we're close enough, because they mentioned there's not going to be a lot of parking, but they have street parking, but the building that they're going to be in, I don't think have like a parking lot that can fit a lot of people. So they have street parking. They have shuttles from the Amtrak station that's close by, apparently. I guess we could Uber, but honestly, if we're in walking distance, bitch, we're walking. Because that will, one, save me some money, because then I won't put a bunch of stuff in my backpack that I think I have to take back with me because we got the car space to hold it, right? 2, we'll get a little exercise and then sightsee. There you go. So if we are close enough, I want to walk. If it says we're 20 minutes away, I'm walking. Everybody else can drive. I'm walking. Now, granted, I will not wear my hand crocheted item on me until I get there. And then when I leave, I will take it off so I can walk back. Because I'm not about to be sweating in a handmade crochet item. Anyways, so that's Rhinebeck. And then, oh no, that's not Rhinebeck. That's Woolen Folk. And then Saturday, we're going to be at Rhinebeck. Full, ready on. We're going to be turned. We're going to be ready to go. And we're going to have on our matching tops. We're going to be on the hill. We got like 5 or 6. I think it's like 6 of us wearing the same top. Y'all about to see all the crochet in the building. I'm just saying, because I love y'all knitting, but I'm going to need some crochet to get some props. We need crochet to spotlight. I'm sorry I'm snapping my fingers. I'll stop. Usually I'm like this. Okay. Weirdo. Anyways, so crochet need to get its props. We about to make that happen. And I'm not going to shop on Saturday. Last year and maybe some years back, I've always heard Sunday is kind of like the best time to shop because it's not crowded. People pretty much come to be seen. And not really buy on Saturday. So I'm gonna take my time. I'm gonna walk through all the booths. If it's something I like have to have because they only got one left, then I'll get it. But I'm gonna shop on Sunday, and then my flight leave Monday. So I'm excited because I had hella FOMO last year when some of the girls in our house last year went on Sunday because I had to be back on Sunday to fly out. Not this year, y'all. Y'all ain't getting me. This will probably be my last year for a few years before I go back again, because I want to go to some other festivals. I know this year they're having SAF the same day or the same weekend as Rhinebeck. I really hope people get to go to SAF, and vendors who sign up for SAF don't feel disappointed. I also want to start traveling Midwest stuff like Colorado, YarnCon in Chicago, the Wool Gathering, that kind of stuff. I want to do that kind of stuff. So maybe I might go to Texas Fleece and Fiber. That's the week I get back from Rhinebeck. So I get back on the 24th. The 23rd is when I get back. That next day, y'all, I got to go get my boobies smashed. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so I have to go get my breast smashed for the very first time in my entire 40 years of living. And I'm hella scared. But they told me the bigger your breasts are, the less painful. So again, your girls are 44 triple D. I should be fine. I should be fine. That weekend is Texas Fleece and Fiber. It's in a place called Kerrville. It used to be in Bernie. Sorry. I say Bourne because it's spelt like this. And I will put it up and you will see why I say Bourne and not Bernie. But it's in Kerrville. So I might go down there. And then you have East Texas Fiber Festival in November, which I think is like the weekend of Veterans Day. And I think I work that weekend. And that's in East Texas. That's in Canton. And Canton is next to, is it called Lindahl? I think it's Lindahl. If I'm wrong, I'll put it up. But it's the birthplace of Miranda Lambert. Aha, a little Texas history for you. Okay, what's next? Enhancement. So let me show y'all what I enhance my collection with. I bought no yarn at all. I saw nothing I wanted. And I was okay with that. But let me show y'all my bag. I took my bag with me. It is a diaper bag. It is an 18-inch diaper bag. And I love it. I just keep having pins come off though. That's the thing that bothers me. But if I don't overstuff it, then I should be fine. This probably right here. This pin right here and this pin right here are probably my 2 favorite pins on this entire bag. I also am an addict of Anya of Spy X Family, so I have 2 I have 2 of her pins. I love her. She's so silly. Okay, let me show you what I bought. Hopefully I left it in here. I did. So I was walking around and I saw Tika, or I saw the lady who named her company Tika Bags. And I was like, oh my God, your bags are so amazing. I saw my friends at the booth and it was like, oh, don't pay attention to her. And I was like, ah! I started screaming. Everybody looked at me. I'm super extra dramatic. Especially since one of them lives in Copper's Cove, but we don't get together as much anymore because of my work schedule. And the other one moved from Killeen to somewhere in Dallas, so she's closer to the festival. Harvest said, I thought you screamed because you saw these. I said, no, I did not see those, but this will be my first purchase because I have to have them. These are Golden Girls yarn koozies. She called them yarn cake koozies. What? Too cute. I was like, oh, I got these. She was like, I think these are my last two. I was like, I don't care. I'll buy them. It could have cost me $50 and I still was going to buy them. It did not. Just FYI, it did. So then I walked around some more and Miss Valerie, same as Valerie, came up to me and she had these in her hand. Now she was holding this like this. And I was like, what the hell is that? And she started, I know what it looks like. Yeah, it looked like a penis sack. Why? What is it? It's a handmade, hand-turned crochet hook, size 25, with its own little container. Okay. Okay. And okay. So she doesn't make shawls. She was like, well, I don't make shawls, so I'll give this to you. This is dye mad yarns. I don't know if they still dye yarn, but this is called Gladys Shawl, 70% merino, 30% silk, dyed in Ohio. This is called Picket Twine, January 2022. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but I appreciate it. And I stuck it in my bag real quick because just look weird. And I'm not really creepy, and I wasn't grossed out. It was just, I know where my mind goes, and I didn't want to offend anybody. So anyways, I walked around a lot. I bought I don't know what they call this, but this is a piece of jewelry, and this is purple, of course, so I loved it, that holds your shawls. A shawl something they called it. So you stick both of your shawl ends through these holes, and it kind of holds your shawl together, and you can put it wherever you can kind of turn and twist or whatever your shawl, wherever you want to put it at. So I got that. And then they had some fiber circle stitch markers. I love their stitch markers. These are counter ones. They didn't really have any crochet ones that I like, so I just got these knitting ones. But they're numbered, so I can put rows. I can do 1, 2, 3, all the way up to 9, and then change them out to start all over. What else I got? I got this bag because I could not let it go by. It is Spanish Heritage Month as of last Friday. Dias de las Muertas. I just love the sugar skulls. Love them. And we have some. I bought some from the Dollar Tree last year. I was supposed to color them in different colors and I didn't, so I'm going to do those between now and the end of the month so we can put them out for our Halloween decorations. Speaking of, we decorated for fall. I got a little video. I'll put it up for y'all. But yeah, this is made by Button Boo. That's what they're called? Yeah, Button Boo. I don't know if she has a Facebook page, Instagram page. If she do, I'll make sure I put it below. And then, rattle, y'all. Sorry. Ooh. So, Montana Crochet Come on. Sorry. She had a pre-order in the month of August, I believe. And I don't remember what the pre-order was called, but let me see. I might have said it here. Ashley, thank you. No, just a thank you call for supporting her small business. Of course, girl. Her colors are amazing. I made my Stripes of Joy. Sorry, that was a butterfly. Stripes of Joy in her worsted weight. Amazing. So, I forgot the name of this collection. If I find it, I'll put it someplace. But she had a color, a specific color, and she called it Carnival. And it looked just like my 2022. Was it 22? When did we go to Atlanta? 22. I think it was 22. Yeah. Anyways, she had a colorway that looked just like my Atlanta costume. And I was like, girl, I need that. It came yesterday. This yarn looks just like my Atlanta costume. I'm gonna put this right here, and then I'm gonna put my picture on this side, and y'all will see what I'm talking about. Like, spot mother on. And I'm pretty sure she didn't do it on purpose. Like, how would she know? Whatever. But she did, and it's amazing. Now, it's sport weight. It's 328 yards. Depending on how I feel, this might be my next ranunculus. Just saying. I'm just throwing that out there to y'all. Be on the lookout. So that's my enhancement. What else I got for y'all today? I'm already at 47 minutes. Yes, I'm concerned about the time. TV, books, and life. So this one go real quick. So TV, Virgin River is back, y'all. So I'm watching Virgin River. I'm already on episode 4, I believe, and we already got drama. Just watch it. Season 4, episode 1, 2, 3, and 4. I've watched them all, and they're so good. I'm watching All American. That's another Netflix. Actually, that started on the CW, and now they have it on Netflix. I don't know if they brought the new season onto CW or they just took it straight to Netflix. But I'm on season 4, I think. I think I'm on season 4 of that too. That's good so far. If you don't know what All American is, if you don't know what Virgin River is, let me explain real quick. Virgin River is about this girl who is a nurse practitioner. She was a nurse practitioner in a high trauma hospital in, I think, Los Angeles or something like that. She had some family tragedies. She wanted to get away from the city, wanted to get her mind together. She found this small town north of Los Angeles called Virgin River. The mayor wanted her to come to help the family doctor out, and the family doctor just happened to now be her husband, but was a love interest before becoming her husband. And she went from living big city life to small town life. And in the matter of living small town life, she's had her life turned upside down. She fell for the local guy who runs the bar, and just a lot of stuff. So now they're pregnant and they're having a baby girl, and we just want to see what happens from that point on. Now, it took a while for the show to come back because of the writer's strike. So I'm thinking everything got fixed, everything got worked out, because the new season is on. That's what happened to Sweet Magnolia too. All American is about this guy who lives in LA. See a theme? It's a theme. Lives in LA, high school football star player, gets drafted by another high school in Beverly Hills. Predominantly rich white folks, but some moguls that live there, that their kids that go there, they're of BIPOC origin. And he's trying to find his way in this rich white school. and he's from Crenshaw, the hood. So he takes the school to the football championship, and the guy who's coaching the football team used to go to the high school he graduated. He actually knows his mother. Apparently they used to date. Some things had happened, and then he found out that his football coach knew his dad, and like all of these things, this turmoil and tragedy. The main character has a best friend who is thug-ish, and she runs the street a lot, but she's also like his conscience. Like, she knows he's very good at his schoolwork, he's a good student, he's a good athlete, and she tries to keep him out of the street shit. And for the most part, she does a very good job of it until she gets caught up in some of the stuff, and then he feels obligated to help her out of everything. But that's like his MO in this, all of the episodes or the season. He feels like he has to help everybody get out of whatever situation they're in. What are they doing? These dragonflies, why I tell you? Anyways, no matter if it puts his life in danger or not. And so now that he's got a scholarship to, I think it's Toledo University, you know, things happen where he's like second guessing it, but it's good. You should watch. What am I reading? I'm reading the Gilded one. So far, Miss Valerie told me to read this one. I found it in my local library. No, I found it in my Libby through the San Antonio library? I think it was, or Charleston library. But it's about this girl who lives in this African nation who has some kind of evil demon spirit or something like that in her system. And at a certain time frame, like, you know, when girls become women, they start their periods and all kinds of stuff. Well, they have this ritual at a certain age. The pastor, the priest, the whoever's the religious officiant of the nation will do this ceremony where they cut the girls in a certain spot. I think it's like their face or their hands or something. If they have red blood come out of their bodies, they're called pure. If they have something other than red blood, they're not pure. Well, this girl finds out that she's not pure. Her dad is from one region, her mom is from another region, and apparently her mom died when she was young. Apparently her mom had the same kind of blood in her system. And so now I'm on the part where she was recruited by the king of another nation in order to fight off some of these, some demons, they call them death seekers. And because of the type of blood they have in their system, they have combat capabilities, like unique combat capabilities. And so the king has this army in which they have people that's trying to enhance those capabilities, and they're all girls. There's no boys that goes through this process. I mean, there's boys with them helping them by, you know, doing combat training and, you know, duels and stuff like that to get them prepared, but all of these girls are impure. And so they fight in the army, and they fight long enough. I think it's 20 years. They have to give 20 years to this king, and the king can make them pure. I don't know how he does that yet, but I will find out. The other book I'm reading is Fluff. Like, I'm literally reading this one, and it's actually a good book. So this book was introduced by the 3 people responsible for the book club at my job. And one of the girls has already finished both books. There's 3 books in the series. She's finished 2, and she's on the 3rd book. And this book so far it's giving me Twilight vibes, but she said kind of, but not. So this girl, her name is Cecilia. She moves from some small town in North Carolina to another small town in North Carolina to live with her dad, who is apparently a wealthy business owner in that town. And that town actually employs, his business employs pretty much half the town. And he brings her on for a summer after she graduate high school so she can learn the business, so she can take it over once he, passed away. But she meets this guy who has this distinguished raven tattoo on his body, and then she meets his brothers who has also the same tattoo on their body. So I don't know if they're like part of a cult or they're part of some mythical kind of creature thing. I don't know, but I'm interested. It's a really good book. Y'all should read it. What I've been listening, so I've been watching podcasts. If I wake up early enough in the morning on my day off, I will watch podcasts until my husband get up, and then he starts working on the computer. And then probably maybe an hour or so after that, or whatever podcast I'm watching, I'll finish it, and then I'll hand him the remote controls, and then I'll go and do something. If it's a day that he is working, he gotta go to the office, I will sit on the couch. If I have nothing to do, I will sit on the couch all day and I will watch podcasts. So let me tell you what I've been watching. I've been watching Aquila of the Lefty Knitter podcast. I love her. I love Hazel. I felt like I've seen Hazel grow up. And then I've seen her in person last year at Rhinebeck. She didn't know me, but I know her. And I gotta tell y'all something about that. So Harvest, y'all see Harvest all the time on here. So a lot of people at DFW was like, "Oh, Harvest, I love you. You're amazing. Blah 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 blah." Like, I don't know you, but I know you. Introduction. So Miss Valerie of the a chat with Nana and Papa? She came up to Harvest, and apparently Harvest said something to the fact of, "Don't talk to me when my mom's not around," basically, because I don't know you. And I don't want to talk to you unless my mother is around. So when Miss Valerie told me the variation of what she said, I was like, "What? Oh my God." And she was like, no. She was saying it because, she don't know me. And I was like, okay, dang, stranger danger. Let me tell y'all something about Harvest. Harvest has never been a stranger to anybody. Harvest has always met a friend and never a stranger. Harvest will walk up to you and tell you her life story before she even asks you her name before. Now she's kind of getting away from that because we tell her, you can't trust everybody, right? Like, even Miss Valerie understood that. Like, yeah, I know you and I see you on YouTube and your mom talks about you and I know your mom, but that doesn't mean I know you. So you can't trust everybody. So I'm actually happy that she did that. But that was hilarious. Oh my God. Either way, a homespun house. Y'all know her. I don't have to explain who she is. I've been watching her for a while, and I'm not a part of her Patreon, so I don't get to see like her daily life vlogs. But I watch her podcast when she talks about her yarn, and she's a heavy sock knitter. Between her and Kay of the Crazy Sock Lady podcast, like, I don't know which one of them make more socks. It's just crazy. And I'm not really a big sock knitter, but I will make a sock every now and then. I'll crochet a sock every now and then. I think the one thing that has stopped me from buying her yarn is the shipping from Germany. That's the one thing that has stopped me from buying her yarn. But anyways, a finished knitting story. Her name is Johanna. I love her. She lives in Finland. She cares so much about the world and what's going on around her. It just, it makes me rethink how I need to look at what's going on in the world around me. And it also kind of breaks my heart a little bit, because I know if she had the power to change whatever it is that she's trying to change, she would do it for the good of the humanity. And that's what makes me watch her. And she has her own yarn company, Kettu Knits. She has her own yarn store in the country, in the city that they live in Finland. And she makes some banging ass whips, y'all, in some projects. Like, homegirl got a knack for finding designs that work for her and her body. I love it. Young Folk Knits. She is somewhere in the Ozarks of Arkansas. That's Arkansas. I love her. I love her voice. I love that she's a plus size maker, and I love that the things that she make I know would also look good on me because we are curvaceous. So I like to watch her to see, and she sews. So I like to watch and see what she makes sewing, what she makes knitting. I don't know if she crochets or not. Pearled in Texas, those are my friends, y'all. My friends Melissa and Carrie and Liz. Y'all, if y'all haven't watched them, y'all need to watch them. Like, Miss Liz be buying the world. Like, almost every podcast, she got stash enhancement. And that stash enhancement section usually runs for about 15 minutes. I could be exaggerating. But she also make a lot of stuff. So I feel like the stuff she brings in equates to the stuff that she puts out. So it's almost equal. And Miss Carrie, she does a lot of stuff too. She, like she said, she has a bunch of whips. And she's trying to get back to them. And Melissa spins, and now she has a circular knitting machine, and she knits. I think she crochets too, but probably not as much as she do. But y'all need to go watch them. Pearled in Texas. Don't worry, I'm gonna link everybody. Beth McDonald Stone. That's a new one for me. I saw her pop up on the YouTube's suggestions, and she lives in Bermuda. What? She lives in Bermuda, and I think she says she is part Bermudian. How do you say people from Bermuda? I don't know. She's half Canadian and half Bermuda, whatever. Yeah, but they live in Bermuda, and she's also a designer. She only has one episode out, so go watch it. Skein Scoop. The Skein Scoop podcast, the Skein Scoop yarn shop. I can't wait to meet them in person. Honestly, I just can't wait. I might take them some Texas treats. I'm not going to say where, because if I tag them and they watch, I don't want to spoil my surprise. So, and then Bad Wolf Girl Sit and Knit. She's been MIA for a little while. She had a baby. She's been dealing with her own personal stuff. She went back to school. Like, she got a lot of stuff going on. I started watching her about 3 years ago now. And I started with her vlog for that year. I think that was the year that the world shut down. And it was just great. And I was just like, oh, I like her style. I like her aesthetic. It's not perfect, but it's not, crappy. Like, it's like a happy medium. And I feel like I'm a happy medium for some people. Like, I'm not perfect. I edit sometimes. Most of the time I edit. If I don't edit, I'll tell you. But anyways, I digress. Life, stupid braces. These braces are giving me hell. I broke a bracket eating pizza the other day. Had to get it fixed. They took the bracket completely. They took They took the wire and cut it short. They didn't replace the bracket. And then on my other side, this side, I have 2 crown tooth on this side. 2 crown teeth on this side. Yeah, sure, whatever. And that one of those that has a crown apparently was moving up and down. And so they took that one off. So I'm missing 2 brackets. And then I have to go see them again in 3 weeks. 3 weeks. And we're supposed to be getting our bottom braces, so then they have to fix this and do the bottom. Like, they told me not to worry. It happens. Just change up how you eat, what you eat. I have to start eating on this side because I only chew on one side, y'all. I only chew on my left side. I'm scared to chew on my right side because I think it's going to hurt. But I don't know, so I need to try. So I need to try chewing. I need to eat small pieces, and I also need to eat softer food. So that's just what I'm going to have to do. I've already stopped drinking soda because I can't drink soda with braces because then I have to do all this other maintenance that I don't have time to do. So I stopped drinking soda. Harvest got JRTC practice 3 times a week on top of schoolwork and Girl Scouting. So I can honestly say I'm not sure if y'all going to see her much this fall, but we're gonna make it do what it do. I know they have a fall break on the 9th of October. That's the day I come back from my trip on the 8th of October, and then we have braces appointments on the 9th of October, so we probably won't be talking until about the 11th or 12th of October. Because my mouth had hurt so bad after getting these things on. Ugh. Our 18th wedding anniversary is happening on the 21st of September. I can't believe I've been married 18 years to the same person. That brings some awe to my thought process. Like, the same person every day for 18 years. I don't know. It's not a bad thing. Because I definitely didn't. I do not want to be dating in this world right now. I don't see much good catches out there. Sorry. And they probably are, but it could be where I'm living. Maybe I need to go live someplace else. But why? I've been chained to the hip for 18 years. So whatever. And then I'm going to my second Caribbean artist concert on the 29th of September. His name is Kes. And I'm excited about this. I have never seen him in person. I love his music. My favorite song of his is Savannah Grass. It's such a good song. If I can get a piece of it, I'm gonna put it in I'm gonna try to put it in at the end, or maybe snip a video or something. I'm trying to figure out how people get songs like that. I don't want to have to pay YouTube Unlimited for music. Maybe I'll just download it from my Apple profile. We'll see. I'm gonna figure it out. But y'all, I love Kes. I will put a link to his YouTube or Savannah Grass in the show notes so y'all can listen to it if I can't get it to play at the end of the video. But I can't wait. I got my cute little outfit. I'm ready to go. I'm so excited. And then the Saturday, the 23rd, we're going to Austin Carnival. It's an indoor carnival event where they're just going to be, I think from what I can tell, they're going to be celebrating all Caribbean and Afro-Latino type carnivals. So Brazil and the Caribbeans and something else they said. So I have a costume made already. I had to make a costume. My friend, my sister in Carnival Love and Pride, she makes carnival costumes, and she's wanting to start a business, which she kind of has one, but she hasn't been fully enthralled in it because she went back to nursing school, because she's trying to better herself in more ways than one. And she already had a costume with the backpack, that's the feathers, and all the accessories to go with it. We just needed a bathing suit. So I went through like 4 different bathing suits to find a bathing suit. So the next podcast, I will take pictures so y'all can see what I look like. And it's pink. And we all know how I feel about pink. Just saying. And it's a baby pink. I think I can pull it off. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. But I think I'm going to go ahead and end it right here, y'all. It's already 1 hour and 10 minutes. Almost like 1:09. And that'll be cut some short, because I'm probably cut some stuff out, because, you know, some stuff happens. Anyways. Be amazing, everybody. Be a better you tomorrow than you were yesterday. Because we need it. We need amazing people. Peace out, Girl Scout.